Good morning. Sorry for that, I just left in the school, so good job me. Hello there, and one just as a gentleman, and here, if you watch this kids, don't worry about it. So, we had thing, and today we can just play it. Well, we have the pink slime here, so don't worry about it. So we bought some. I'm not sure why pink slime is just a flare-up, but that's okay. Philips SCP animation. Some point there are animation here, so go ahead. You want to see it? Let's see pink slime's face. Something about Tickle Monsters. No one heard about it, so don't worry about the SCP. So there's nothing around the creatures. There are danger stuff, but don't worry. There is a safe for the SCP, so there is safety to make you safe. So I guess we could check out the Tickle Monsters looks like. And bring on the pink slime and put the thumbnail as soon as possible. And I just going to change myself as an image. Don't worry about I got to change myself because I am the clumsiest. I had to get changed into my character's life. So hope you enjoy.
Pinkslime. Good morning, gentlemen. Welcome. I'm here to reacting that Tickle Monster. Feels like a good name. I really like it. What kind of Tickle Monster could be? Well, there could be other types of monsters. Well, I never heard of that. They want me to reacting in this SCP animation. Well, I kinda like it. Well, I'm like kind of afraid of the shy. Well, what could be that way? It's not so harmless. Oh, it's down here. SCP-999 containing. Aw, look at that real blob.
He's my favorite. I've been coming here like every break since I found out about him. It's so cool that they just let people come in his room and hang out.
That was fun.
I know. Whenever I see him wandering the halls, it makes my day. He's the kind of sweet guy I wish I could tell my friends outside of work about. Although, honestly, I'm fine not sharing about the rest of the stuff in this Hall of Freaks. But this guy, I've been obsessed with him for years.
How long have you been working here?
Looks like a blob with
Next month it'll be 7 years.
Orange.
Could say I'm a seasoned pro.
Wow, have you been a researcher that whole time?
Oh no, I started out as an assistant and worked my way up. It went pretty quickly though. Sometimes I joke about someone on the O5 Council looking out for me. You know, I'm actually being considered for another promotion right now. Or I guess you could call it a shift in duties. I've heard I'm favored to start taking care of this big guy.
Lucky you! Taking care of this little tickle monster here has got to be the easiest job at the Foundation. If this guy ever needs a personal bodyguard, would you recommend me for it?
Of course! Well, if I get the job at least. Oh, thinking about it fills me up with joy. Not just because I'm with this goober right now.
Well, it sure doesn't hurt.
Who's that? Is that just
Oh, hey, Roland! I didn't think you'd come.
Well, I wasn't planning on it, but you wouldn't stop talking about how much you want to be in charge of 999, so now I feel obligated.
You can't blame me, can you? I'm sure even a grump like you has to come down to see this guy from time to time.
This new guy's happy
A
about
couple
it.
times, sure.
Oh, I'm sorry, I haven't introduced you to. Lawrence, this is Roland. He's my assistant. And Roland, this is Lawrence. Someone who actually appreciates 999 in all his adorable glory.
And I'm a guard, too.
Well, yes, but most importantly, he loves the Tickle Monster. And so should you.
Tickle Monster have these counts. Look, things come next to you. Can you feel it?
Okay, you're right. Working with this guy would be pretty great. I hope you get the transfer, Dr. Collingwood.
Yeah, it would definitely make you much happier being with 999 every day.
Thanks, guys. That's definitely what he does best.
Aw, I like touching that. Never have. 3 days later? I wonder what could be next. Oh, there's a pushies. Access code.
Hello, Dr. Collingwood.
Whoa.
You have one new message from O5 Command. This message is for Senior Researcher Isabel Collingwood's Eyes Only. Unauthorized access will result in mandatory amnestic treatment, demotion, and possible termination.
Wow.
Do you wish to continue?
I had no idea.
Access to this message requires a multimodal biometric ID scan. Submit to scan.
That's alright. I wonder who
To
it could
initiate
be.
multimodal bioscan, place right hand on pad.
The computer jamming in here.
Identity confirmed. Commencing facial recognition scan. Do not smile.
Wow,
Identity
Disney
confirmed.
confirmed.
Commencing retinal iris scan. Do not blink.
Wow.
Identity confirmed. Scanning for implemented RFID tag. Remain still. Identity confirmed.
And check out this scanning
Access
confirmed
granted.
with
The
humans.
time, date, and location of your receipt for this message has been reported to
Oh,
O5
they
Command.
have this.
Hello, Dr. Collingwood.
Oh, no,
And
guys.
congratulations on your new appointment as SCP-999's head researcher. One of the cushiest and most enviable assignments in the entire Foundation. SCP-999 is one of the few anomalies in our custody who will not only never attempt to hurt you, but will actively try to save your life if you're ever in any danger. Though your initial reaction when receiving this assignment was no doubt elation, you may have thought it was odd that such a seemingly low-risk position was assigned by the O5 Council directly. If you had already heard rumors of this prior to your assignment, you probably thought it was mere nepotism. The O5s protecting their friends and loved ones by giving them the safest job. So narcissistic to think that someone on the O5 Council might be your secret admirer. You've likely realized that this is not the case.
Oh,
To understand why this is our concern, you need to know about 999's origins.
I'm not sure if
You may
that
have
was
noticed
safe,
that its
please.
file makes
Yeah,
no
right,
mention of where it
Tickle
was
Monster.
discovered.
Learn about it.
This is a deliberate omission. If you're not familiar with the mythology of the Scarlet King, I suggest you read up on him. There's plenty of unclassified information on him in the Foundation database. All that's relevant for now is that he is, to the best of our knowledge, the most powerful, malevolent entity
I never heard about
in the
it, but
multiverse.
now we're reborn the
A good
monsters.
number of our SCPs are either abominations born by he and his wives, or are the creations of mortals he empowered, either directly or indirectly.
Oh,
You've been with us since you were a research assistant, Dr. Collingwood. In that time, I assume you've heard many rumors about some of the horrific things we do here at the Foundation that you've never personally witnessed. Maybe you've even heard someone whisper the words 110 Montauk. I regret to inform you that these rumors are true. Or at least they were.
pictures.
A thaumaturgical cult calling itself the Children of the Scarlet King enacted a ritual wherein 7 young women became effigies for each of the Scarlet King's 7 brides, allowing them to bear his horrid offspring. Each birth caused more destruction than the last. The writings of the cult's priest predicted nothing less than the apocalypse if the 7th bride gave birth, which could only be prevented if Procedure 110 Montauk was performed without fail each and every day. Fortunately, our archaeologists have unearthed numerous tablets, scrolls, and artifacts of the ancient Devas. They were a sadistic and warmongering people who were granted unholy power and knowledge by the Scarlet King as a reward for the death and suffering they caused. One of the Davite tablets in our possession was a theogony for the Scarlet King and his brides. It was quite informative. The information that we found most relevant to our situation was that the 7th bride was not like her sisters. She was never completely broken by her king's subjugation. Instead of monsters, she gave birth to great heroes in the hopes that they would destroy her sister's children and overthrow their father. Thus far, all have failed, but by a vote of 7 in favor, 6 against, the O5 Council decided to believe that the 7th bride still remained unbroken, and that her child would be an asset to us. At the risk of causing an XK-class end-of-the-world scenario, SCP-231-7 was relieved from Procedure 110 Montauk and was allowed to give birth. SCP-999 was the result. Be sure you understand it in all its preposterous ridiculousness. The Tickle Monster is the child of the Scarlet King. We've been running a counterintelligence campaign ever since, which is why everyone and their mother thinks we've still got SCP-231-7 tied up and tortured somewhere. Let them think that. I'm sure you're skeptical. Are we insane? How could our sweet little tickle monster ever hope to dethrone a Lovecraftian horror of unparalleled might? Well, SCP-999 is less than a decade old. It's still just a child and nowhere near its full strength. Even so, its power is incredible. And one day, it may grow powerful enough that not even the Scarlet King himself will be immune. It will not overthrow the Scarlet King by force, but with light, love, and laughter. A power that can brighten even the blackest of hearts. 999 is not in reality a safe class SCP. It is Thaumiel. It is the best and really the only weapon we have against some of the most powerful hostile entities known to exist. By all means, Doctor, enjoy the relative safety of your new position, but do keep in mind that SCP-999 is not a mere pet that we fancy. It is one of our most valuable assets and must be safeguarded at all costs. Its safety and well-being are paramount, and you are not at liberty to share this information to anyone without level 5/999 security clearance. This message will automatically delete as soon as you log out of the terminal, so feel free to replay it as many times as necessary to remember all the pertinent information.
So that means there could be a chamber to this place, no longer just trapped here. So SCP-999 is safe, but doesn't mean you can trap him or those somethings. Trap the creatures.
I'm so happy for you. Does this mean I'll get to work with the Tickle Monster too?
Congratulations, Dr. Collingwood. Don't forget that promise you made me.
Well, if I get to work under her with the Tickle Monster now, I might be assigned it after she moves up.
Oh, come on. You weren't even that big a fan of him before a few days ago. At least let someone who's a real fan take care of him.
I am a fan of him. But I'm sure that feeling will only
Aw,
grow the more time.
seems so funny to wait to them.
God, you're so lucky.
I know. Aren't we lucky, Dr. Collingwood?
So lucky.
So,
Thanks for watching the video.
oh, that's
If
it.
you'd like to rep the most adorable SCP in the world, check out our Tickle Monster gear at our merch store.
That's a merch
Also,
store.
please consider joining our Patreon. These videos would not be possible without the donations of everyone
That's
here
a
on
lot
screen.
of peoples.
And this select group are our highest donors. Thank you all so much. Finally, go watch our SCP podcast, Redacted. You can find links for everything in the description below.
That's a lot.
Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you all next week.
Well, goodbye. I'm glad I watched everything. I'm glad I dressed. I'm glad I met the chudders. Well, we call it friendship, but I do know I like it over the tickle monsters. It's very tickle and cool and slimy. Yay! I'm glad anyone enjoyed to watch this video. That's kind of deep and dark, but that's kind of good stories. It's pretty much the scary ones as others. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'm glad I had no hands, so I can type a bit. So, hope you guys enjoy. I see you next time. Make sure to merch. I hope it is a push. I'm like glad I wasn't only one. I never have. So, hopefully I'm merching for that. So, good day,